Hey now, working class folks, it's time to play I Did with your host, Harry Burbank.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to I Did, the show where we take a second look at the person who made you say I do. Joining us today are two wonderful couples. Introducing first George and Pamela from Lexington, Kentucky. And don't forget about Tom and Martha from Chicago, Illinois. Now let's start over here with you, Pamela. You two, hailing from Lexington, Kentucky, you have quite a relationship. How did it begin, and how long have we been together?
Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's been quite a roller coaster with him. You know, you're such a treasure. I'm so shy. Could you?
No.
We've
been together for under a year. We met at the local liquor store, and we're planning. I know kids are not in our life right now, but I'm thinking one kid a year at this rate will probably be good for us.
Todd, we're going to send it over to you. You two are a lovely, lovely couple. It's a sight for sore eyes just gazing at you. Why don't you tell us in the audience at home how the two of you met?
Well, it was on the train system of Chicago.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both for joining us. We're going to get started with round one. Round one, each question will be worth 25 points. And don't forget the most important rule, no wives. Ladies, we're going to have to ask you to exit the room while we ask your husbands a few revealing questions about your relationship. We'll be right back to I Did after these messages from Dad in a Bag. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with our wonderful husbands. Joining me here first is George. Tastes good on the lips, I will tell you that much. Are you excited for these questions? How well would you say you know your wife?
Like I said, I met my wife under a year ago, so I would say about as well as she knows herself.
Women, smaller brains as we learned, so that could mean anything.
Yes, of course.
Well,
The smallest brains.
we'll get back to you in just a moment.
Yes.
In the meantime, we got to say hi to Todd. Todd, thank you so much for making some room for me here. I love the setup you've got going on. I love your vibe, this sweater.
Well, thank you.
Do you mind it? We're getting into round one here. And remember, round one questions are worth 25 points. It's very important to get off to a strong start. Question number one. Which celebrity couple are you and your wife most alike?
If I can remember the name, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Sonny Bono.
Ooh.
And I can't remember her name for the life of me, but it's Sonny Bono's wife.
Over to you, Todd. What are you working with?
Well, I'm working with Sally Field, and gosh darn it, I'm going to have to go with her husband.
Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds and Sally Field, another power couple. We're moving on to question number two. Question two. Back to you, George. What is your pet name for your wife?
Well, my wife's name is Pamela, of course.
Yes,
and,
right.
Every Easter time we loved eating honey-baked ham. And
delicious.
every Easter, we've only been together less than a year, but when we did have Easter together, I did call her honey-baked Pam, and it stuck. So we're going to go honey-baked Pam, final answer.
That is rich. Much like a honey-baked ham. How about you, Todd? What are your pet names for your wife?
Shallow Throat.
Oh. That could mean a number of things. I'm anxious to hear more about that. Why don't we bring the wives out here? We asked your husbands 2 questions while you were gone. Do you think you know the answers? We'll start off with question number 1. Which celebrity couple did your husband say you were the most alike?
Oh, well, I mean, we've talked about this a lot. I really hope he got this right. But I would say Sally Fields and Burt Reynolds.
Would you like to show us your answer there, George?
Said Sonny Bono and Sonny Bono's. What I couldn't remember her name. What's the second one? I don't know.
Very good.
Thank you.
No points. No points awarded in that round to George and Pamela. That is unfortunate. Moving on to couple number 2. We are over with Todd and Martha over there. Martha, we asked your husband the very same question. What did he say?
Well, I would.
No cheating. No,
Sorry.
Todd.
Sorry.
No, 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 no.
My answer just it makes sense with how we met. I was so young. Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley.
Stop it. Stop it.
Dark.
This depicts me in a light that I don't like to be depicted.
Like a rock.
Depicted.
Like a rock.
Thank you, honey.
Oh,
Sally.
oh.
Sally. We have some similar minds in our
Sorry.
midst.
I'm sorry.
Moving on to question number 2. We'll bring it back over here to. Your pet name for your wife. Pamela, what do you think he managed to answer?
You have to know this. You have to know this. You have to know this.
If it's the one that I'm thinking of,
Yes.
it's from Easter.
Yes.
We had our Easter together.
We had Easter together.
Okay,
Yes.
my final answer is far.
Todd, why don't you just go ahead and flip that sheet? Go ahead and why don't you reveal your answer for the audience here? That's Honey Baked Pam.
Honey baked Pam.
Moving on,
Thank you.
Todd. We asked you your pet name. Martha, what do you think his answer was?
Well, since I'm so darn sweet, he's always called me Marmalade.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, Todd,
Yeah, right?
Martha's sweet like marmalade, Todd, eh? Why don't we, what does that say? Shallow throat. It's very close, Todd, but
Can I explain it?
I would love
I would
for you
rather
to
you
explain
not.
it.
Okay, so sometimes,
What the hell, Todd?
go Nixon.
Why don't we get into round 2? For round 2, I think you know what's coming next. Gentlemen, please leave the room.
22 years ago, my dad left the home to get a
Ladies, thank you so much. You've just been a joy to be around. Your husbands are great. I can tell you have an eye for talent. Well, why don't we get into the question? Does that sound fun? Good? Yes, there's You- that you have an uppity eye for attitude I've been waiting for. Does that sound now, fun? Both of your husbands, they love home-cooked meals. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, what would you say their favorite meal of your home cooking is? What is your husband's favorite home cooked meal? This is a big one. For any married couple, you've got to know what to cook for the man.
Oh, okay.
Pamela, we asked you what your husband loves of your home cooking. What item is his favorite?
Well, honestly, I think it's funny considering the last question and how we kind of didn't do so well on that. But I think he'll get this one. He really does love honey baked ham. Like truly, actually, like really, really, truly, he loves honey baked ham.
Martha over there. Martha, we asked you the exact same question we just asked over here, so why don't you go ahead and give us your answer?
Well, first of all, Pamela, if you could give me that honey baked ham recipe first. Yes, that could.
Sharing. It's a sight for sore eyes.
Anyways, my husband has a little bit of an upset stomach, so not all of my cooking really pertains to him. And he's very tired when he comes home from work, so he loves my dry martini.
Ooh. Skipping the meal entirely and getting right to dessert. I respect that. Now, you say your cooking doesn't pertain to him. Who does your cooking pertain to?
We have one child, and he loves my cooking. Little Roger loves my cooking. Everyone else does, but I don't. Todd just doesn't take to it, so.
Moving back along to question number 2 of round 2. Both of your husbands, again, share a similar backstory. They both got away with accusations of killing their ex-wives. Now, our question to you is, what story did they tell the police to get these accusations removed?
Oh.
Yes, by all means. Go ahead.
So I remember him telling me about this when I had asked on, I think, our 3rd date. He had told me that it was a lack of evidence. Something about gloves and how the gloves didn't seem to fit anymore. I'm not entirely sure. But after he said that, I felt extremely safe, and then he proposed the date after that.
Your husband, also accused of killing his ex-wife, but never found guilty. What story did he tell the police?
Well, I mean, he's so smart, and he really has read up on all of his stuff. So he was able to get away on a technicality.
A simple technicality. Who'd have thought? I'd like to learn a little bit more about that technicality. Why don't we bring the husbands back in? Come on in here, boys. While you were out of the room, we asked your wife 2 questions.
Yes.
The first of these questions, it's a difficult one, I'm going to warn you. Now, your wife, by all accounts, is an excellent, excellent chef. What is your favorite meal that she will cook for you at home?
Shrimp scampi.
Oh, delicious.
Shrimp scampi.
Why don't we show off that answer over there, Pamela?
Shrimp scampi.
When have I ever made you shrimp scampi?
Here. The hell is wrong with you? The hell is wrong with you? Get your shit straight! Get your shit straight! Damn it! What is wrong?
Boy, am I embarrassed for Pamela. Moving along. We'll go over here to Todd. Todd, if I could have your attention, please. I know the room has erupted in many ways.
I mean, we fight, but we're not like
No.
that. No.
Todd, you like home cooking, right? Yes or no, Todd?
I'll be honest. My darling Shallow Throat isn't the best cook.
Ooh,
In fact, she's
expect
into
that.
a lot of crazy diets, and mainly our dinners consist of diet pills and sleeping aids,
This
which I
body
support.
is natural.
I support. It's
Martha, you
just-
have a great figure.
She does. My wife's dry martini.
Moving back over, George, you've been a treat tonight, and I love your attitude, and I love the way you yell.
Thank you.
We asked your wife. You have a little troubled backstory, don't you? We asked your wife about that. We got into it. Now, you were accused of murdering your ex-wife.
I didn't tell them a whole lot.
And we asked your wife how you were able to get away with it despite such damning evidence.
We got this.
I
We got this.
I said that the glove didn't fit, and if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Oh my God!
couple has bonded over trauma. What a wonderful thing to bond over.
Oh, I feel so safe with you.
Oh, you shouldn't.
You two are gonna make it. I have a feeling about you two. Todd, can you, hey, listen up. We need you to answer that question, and I would love to repeat it, but I feel like you're just gonna start staring off into space. So, just how'd you get away with murdering your ex-wife?
Why are you
You
acting
told him.
s-
You
why are
told him I
acting
killed
so
Heather.
Okay.
Oh.
All you have to do is answer the question and get us some damn points.
50 points, no less.
50.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Actually, for you, Todd, answer this now, and I will double down. 53 points.
That's a lot.
That's more than most.
Make
Yeah.
up for the shallow throat. I swear to God.
Okay. Well, my first wife Heather and I had a house in Maine, and I was making the arrangements for my wife's funeral. I knew she wouldn't survive. Truth.
It's a technicality.
You want me to tell them
Please
that?
show the camera, please. The technicality.
It was a technicality.
That was
made
the
you
answer
look
we
at-
wanted.
It was a technicality.
I made
Todd,
you
do
look
I have a surprise for you? Get him, boy! Get him!
Alright, I've heard enough.
Thank you for joining us on this week's I Did, the show where we know exactly what you did and exactly how to make you pay.